Hi, this is Donny Love from Big Jib Productions. Join us as we follow the lives of 4 dynamic and charismatic real estate agents in this exciting and competitive industry. Welcome to Open House NL.
When I actually started real estate, I was an assistant to another realtor because when I bought the house, I knew somebody in real estate, called them up and suggested that maybe they should take me on, that I was now interested in learning more about it. And I did that for about a full year before I actually wrote my exam, that I was an assistant to a very successful couple at the time. And I learned the ropes, and then I was actually lucky enough that I started a mentorship under Shane Bruce with Wally and Glenn Williams. At the time, the 3 of us kind of went under his wing.
For mentoring, there's a wide variety. Any of them you can call at any time. I don't think there is a single one. No.
There's definitely a bunch of them.
Keith, Keith Bradbury, of course, does a lot of business. Jim Burton does a lot of business. You know, you can go through any of the offices.
From my broker, who's great, to your broker, who's great, who I've called and asked questions to even after I wasn't working for him, you know. Like any of them you can call at any time.
You know, if you're in your office and another realtor has a question about a transaction, typically, you know, they stroll on into your office and you sit down and you have a chat. You know, we've all kind of done it before.
Every great agent you deal with, you'll realize, like, they're your
really
friends.
personable.
You're working together. It's not your competition. It's your colleague.
That's right.
Everyone. I don't care what brokerage, they're your colleagues.
Well, depends on the morning, because my oldest son is in university, so sometimes him and my husband leave the house earlier. And then I get up with the 2 youngest ones, and we usually cook some breakfast, eat, not always together because of their schedules. I get ready, I go to the gym. If there's time in between, you might see them on the computer on their Khan Academy for school, or riding around the street, or what have you, depending on the weather. Sometimes building a snowman. A lot of times Hunter will get up and he'll make us breakfast, and his dad taught him to do that, his dad being my husband. We've been together 16 years now. We've been together since Tristan was 18 months old. So he's raised him just as his own, couldn't have loved him anymore. And then we had Hunter and Jada.
It all happens in the car. Could be any given day. I could be from Pooch Cove to Seal Cove. You have to be able to work around everybody else's schedule because they're working and they've got their own family life and stuff. So it's really, whenever they're free, you've got to be able to go.
It really is something that you have to invest yourself in. It's almost more a vocation than it is an occupation. It's a lot of hours. As a realtor, your car becomes very important. It takes on a completely different level of importance in your life. You know, we certainly do spend a lot of time in our cars.
So you need to get the turkey practice in before Christmas because your mom has basically told me that we're having the family over for Christmas Day.
And I heard you're gonna make me parsnip too.
Well, yeah, because it's your favorite. She said that she'll make the potatoes though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, I mean, she's basically doing it herself.
I know, she's the best. So you mentioned that you're doing a viewing as well?
Yeah, no, it's a house we sold last week. He just wants to show his father.
Oh,
Keep everyone happy before Christmas.
Hear that, Arthur? We'll get a nice present for Christmas.
Maybe. Arthur's getting something deadly.
What about me?
Arthur sold a house like last week, so he's getting something.
He's the best closer in St. John's.
Oh, he's killing it. Sproul Contracting said that he wants him at the open house today.
You should.
He said he's going to be pissed if I don't bring him there. But I don't know. It's really pushing down boundaries,
Those
isn't it?
new hardwood floors, though, I don't know.
I said it, and he's like, I don't care.
But he just, like I say, he's the closer.
Yeah. So what time are you thinking for supper?
Supper, I like to do early.
Well, I
5:30.
finish up 4, say 4:30ish. Matt's coming into town from mobile, and
Yeah.
he's going to look at Sitka to take over the contract job on that. So he's thinking around 5:30.
Oh, right. That didn't close yet, did it?
No, but he had nothing done. The contractor
On
basically,
your final walkthrough.
out of everything in the contract, he probably had 60% of it completed.
Really?
Oh,
What did
yeah.
your client say?
They're handling it well, considering. But the guy just wants to walk from the work. He just like take the house as is. He hires a friend of his to finish the work, and I think he just took the money and ran.
Well, good thing, in the amendment that you wrote.
Oh yeah, it was all in the contract.
Yeah, exactly. Living and being in a relationship with a realtor is interesting, to say the least. Andrew is constantly on his phone, on his email. His schedule can be flexible, which is good, but it can also be very demanding, which can be a bit stressful. When Andrew told me that he wanted to get into real estate, I just knew that it was going to be the perfect career for him. He, already had a bit of a background in it, and just his personality and, the amount of people that he knows, because he's so outgoing, I just knew that he was going to do so well.
Open houses cannot, in my opinion, be predicted at all. It could be the sunniest day, you see people walking around and 2 and 3 people might come through, or it could be another sunny day and 30 to 40 people could come through. There's no way to predict it. Best case scenario? Jeez, I had a client there last week, and this is why I say Arthur's the closer. For some reason, whenever I'm with people, I somehow always get in the conversation of dogs. Showed her a picture of my dog, and she was actually, seemed like she was more searching herself and basically just calling sign agents type thing, and she wanted to see one of my listings, and that's how we met. And then she wrote me an email and just basically said, I don't know if you understood this, but I wanted you to meet my agent because of your taste in dogs. And sure enough, we did viewings one day, put an offer in the next. That was best case scenario.
This program has been made possible by the help of our fine sponsor, Islander RV. Experience the difference.
When looking to hire a home inspector, remember to inspect the inspector. Ask what kind of formal training they have, and if they are willing to protect you from unforeseen repairs with a written guarantee.
That said, I can always open the door and I can take dog. Now, he also said that he's like dog friendly and he's got a little dog, and if you want to tell him his name, he can handle the dog, no problem. I can open the door, but he might not necessarily be in the house the whole time either, right? He's got to go outside, and that's why I didn't want to do it tomorrow, because it's actually supposed to get high winds. Well, if you need me, let me know. Okay, darling. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye. Yeah, I've had a lot of different odd situations over the years, just dealing with the public. That's hand in hand. Some have been really funny, and others have been question sometimes why I do what I do. And the only reason that I can continue most times is because I love it so much. I've done lots of things myself, which has never been the best case scenario, but I've lived through them all and I'm still here.
That's
funny.
Yet to injure myself showing property, except for losing some soup
Two
coats
more
and
years.
crawl spaces. That's fine and dandy, but no serious injuries.
For me, it's more so, it's always me. I'm usually the one that makes something interesting, not by choice, but I've gotten ran over by my car at an open house. I've had to climb third-story patios because I got myself and my keys locked in the car, and I had to drive the car home.
Or after it ran you over?
I'm leaving my open house. It's pouring rain. I'm in my beautiful stilettos, loving the day. Driving up the hill, the driveway, down comes another vehicle. Went up to tell the lady that the open house is closed, but I can take her back down, but I need to go up and turn around because there's no room through this driveway. So as I'm going back to my car starts leaving. And it's slowly going down. It's driving away without me. So I run after it in my stilettos, in the pouring rain. I currently have 7 properties listed in Pouch Cove. Actually, I just sold one the other day. This is another property that I'm selling here. And believe it or not, this bumpy road is called New Road. Very creative.
one bedroom. In here you've got your entrance closet, large kitchen. This one also has the apartment size dishwasher. Kitchen to dining, so you do get the open concept here. Just over in the closets, that's actually laundry, main floor laundry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you have the one bedroom here, and again, you've got a good sized bed and stuff in here, so it's not too small. And they just love the light. So lots of natural light, lots of windows from all angles. I'll just show you their deck space now as well.
And again with
Yeah, I know you can't get away from it, and you don't want to here.
No,
so it's,
you don't.
I'm a big barbecue lover, so I always go, where's the deck, where's the kitchen? Does it make sense? The living space makes sense, and if it makes sense to you, it's going to make sense to everybody else. So again, the rentability is always there. It's not chopped up.
I think that's a big thing. The decks are a big thing.
Yeah.
For selling, especially here. I don't know what it's like anywhere else,
Yeah.
but definitely big here. And with this view, you'd have to have it, right?
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to.
I know.
Oh, I'm really torn, and I'm struggling with it because I can see myself living in this house and actually even maybe retiring or something here, as opposed to the other one. So I'm going to have to sit down and crunch the numbers and talk to the bank, but I'd be afraid really to lose it at this point. And it's not every day you can find this view in this beautiful house. A lot of years buying houses, and never at the point where I'd leave my own because I loved it so much. But this one is, it's definitely a contender for me to possibly do and move in, definitely. I find that with the brochure and that Amanda gives me on each property that I look at, and where I look at so many properties and, have so many at the moment, I find that I get home and I'll think it'd be like this one. Now I need to get home and sit down in my own place and look it over. And I don't have to go to the website or anything. I kind of like the paper copy, but a bit old school, I guess. But I'll sit down and I'll go over that and I'll look at things, because sometimes you'll see things that you forget. I mean, this is a big property and 4 different units, so then not to mix them up, that kind of stuff. So I'll go home, I'll sit down and look at that. And it works also well with the bank because it shows true the property. And they like to have the brochure as well, because sometimes, just a little bit that's written on a property in an ad is just not enough to really give a good picture. So I'm sitting down, I'm going to say how beautiful this is and all the different features. All the bank sees probably is another house that costs, whatever it costs.
The ways we kind of develop pricing for properties, we do market research. We will take the statistical information on the client's property, and we'll then look at properties that are statistically comparable to that property, which are currently listed for sale. You always need to know where your competition is too. The choice whether or not to live in a condo as opposed to a standalone home really is a lifestyle choice. Both lend themselves very well to specific lifestyles. Condos are great for people who travel a lot. There's always someone around to take care of it and maintain it. However, condo living does have its limitations. It's typically cooperative living, so at some point in time you will have to deal with other condo owners. You also have very little in the way of, any outside space often. You might get a patio or something like that, so for people who have pets or people who enjoy gardening or things like that, there's the limitations with a condo. You don't have that kind of outdoor space.
I don't believe any one realtor is the perfect fit for all clients either. There are personality matches and ways that everybody has. Dedication is definitely a big part of it. The communication skills is another part of it. Knowing how to manage expectations. I mean, just having somebody who has your back and can help solve your problems and stuff like that's a big key, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This program has been made possible by the help of our fine sponsor, Dream Kitchens, where we make your dreams come true.
Hi, I'm Charlie from Your Space, Our Design. Let's talk bedrooms. When designing your master bedroom, remember that balance is everything. If you prefer a warm color scheme, balance it with contrasting cool colors such as whites and grays. Woods should also be paired with metallics. A combination of dark wood furniture, a chrome chandelier, cool white drapery, and a hint of gold in the mirror all work together to make this space fabulous.
Socializing has actually been probably the best source of referral. I mean, people have to see you, and so funny enough, like every time I'm out, my iPhone like notepads is filled with people's names saying, okay, I want to talk to you in this time frame here, here, and here, and here. But at the same time, I mean, the best days for viewings for a lot of these people are the weekends. So you got to socialize a little, but you have to keep it sensible as well. Helping people find a home, and when they actually get it, you don't get to sell something like that very often. I mean, literally, you're helping people start their lives or develop their lives. And it's the same sense when you go to sell someone's property. If they just bought a new home for you and they need to sell theirs to do so, and you're able to do it in a timely manner for the money they would like to see, you've got a very happy client.
When I'm not working, I spend as much time as I can with my family. Not so much my daughter anymore. She's a teenager and is too cool. There's so much of what I do is on my own, and I find it can get really lonely, even though you're interacting with clients, but you know, you're from one house to another, you're back in the car, you're doing your own schedule all the time. When something happens and I don't feel the love of what I do, I really have to like take a step back. Before I moved to Pooch Cove, I actually would come to Pooch Cove. There's a place we call the Cove Bank, and I would sit and park and watch and just watch the waves and truly kind of find myself again. And that's something that I tend to do more often than I guess I'd like to.
There was a lady on my street, and she was talking about her sister who was going to be selling her house, and she had said she was looking at either a discount broker or a property guys. And I wasn't present for it, but it was a conversation my husband got. He said, oh, Amanda, he said, these people here, they were talking about this, oh, real estate agents make too much money. And I said, okay, I'm gonna tell you, my wife works from this hour to this hour. When she's home on her breaks, she's on the phone. She's taking phone calls. She never has time to herself. When you break down the amount of hours you put into a job, people go and they get paid $10 an hour, they get paid $50 an hour, whatever it is. We don't get paid like that. We get paid when and if something sells. He said, I bet you, he said, if you calculated the number, the hourly rate she got, you would laugh. Because in your head, all you're seeing is the check that goes from the lawyer's office to the real estate office.
Purely revenue.
And at the end of the day, they have a conception that, oh, you know what, you go and you put a sign on the lawn, you walk away with all this money, which is completely untrue, as we all know.
This program has been made possible by the help of our fine sponsor, the Real Estate Book of Newfoundland and Labrador. We help people find a place called home.
There is no, fallback. There is no, there's no paid vacation. There's no sick days. There's no pension. There's no pension. There's no, I get up in the morning and I make my way through the world and I'm as profitable or as unprofitable as, I make myself.
The best clients ever are people that have tried real estate.
Yes.
They love you. They're like, oh my God, I don't know how you do it. Like,
The best ones are the ones who have had the private sales and they start to see some of the work. Like I've had clients who have done that and said, you know what, and I've actually done it with a couple of clients saying, you know what, for me to buy what I want to buy, I can't afford the real estate fees. So you know what, if you want to try it on your own, I will even help you. And I've given them some tips and stuff, and at the end of the day they go, oh my God, I can't do this.
The misconception, though, is that we're all rich. We all make a fortune.
Oh my God. I was going to say, this is the best and worst thing in our lives. We're able to do everything mobily, but we always have it on us. So you try to control your schedule, but at the same time, I mean, how do you say no to a client?
Information is the key to any success. And if your clients don't know what to expect, that's your fault, not their fault. The common thing when I got into real estate 10 years ago, everybody said, oh, buyers are liars. And it's like, no, you're not informing them of what you do, how you do it, and what they should expect from the process. No different than anything else.
That's right. It's not an occupation, it's a vocation. It's a calling. It's something you have to have a certain skill set and personality type to be able to do. If there is no such thing as a day off, You know, you're working at various points of just about every day, and that's kind of the way it goes for most, you know, self-employed, entrepreneurial type people.
At the end of the day, right, like we make certain choices to put certain value on our time. I mean, I've heard this a few times. It's like, well, real estate agents are free, so why don't I work with 3? If I'm going out at 6 o'clock on a Sunday night, leaving my family to go do this for you, and then the next day you're using someone else, you know. But that's the nature of the business there. Is you do good by people, they do good by you in a sense. They appreciate the experience.
Hi everybody, well that concludes this season of Open House NL. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed making it. Your feedback is really important to us, so please visit our Facebook page at Open House NL for comments, and also if you'd like to see a second season. Please be on the lookout for more Big Jib productions such as Entrepreneur NL and Pimp Nan's House. On behalf of everybody at Open House NL, thank you for watching and take care of yourself.
Classical.
Modern.
Contemporary.
With
or without windows.
Sand.
Claystone.
Mocha.
It's a girl I got.